Hi guys, the day that I was saying has occurred, 31st. We've got both the new Terra LUNA that's listed and the old Classic LUNA. Now Classic LUNA is getting a bit of downward pressure at the moment. I think it's going to find its floor around that 0.00001, which it has bounced off already. In relation to my plan, as I've mentioned, as a meme hold, I will be holding it long term. I think it's got a great community. If it picks up enough momentum, it could really push up high. Now, in terms of new Luna, currently sitting about $8.50. I saw when it got listed on Binance, it did run to $18.80 as per the chart. Now, how accurate that is for a newly listed token, I don't know. But because I wasn't there, it looked like it hit $18.80 for a split second, then got pushed back down. Now, in relation to that long term, with the current distribution, I think if you're hoping that getting the token distributed by the pre-attack, post-attack method, if you're hoping to get rich, just to put things in perspective for you, if you get 100 tokens at $100 a token, it'll be about $10,000. So I wouldn't hold my breath unless you're going to actively purchase it now to hold it, as a starting point now. I don't see this new Terra token as a savior to the old Terra Luna, or Luna Classic as it's called now, holders at all. I personally was against this this hard fork, because I think a burning mechanism for the old Luna could have made a lot, or I should say could have generated a lot more wealth for the Luna community than this new token that they've released on the back of being issued this new token, the new Terra, for holding the old Luna, which is now the Luna Classic. I don't see this as a solution at all. In fact, it's a bit disgraceful in my opinion, because all I'm seeing is, unless you were holding, or unless post-attack you purchased, $10,000 to $15,000 worth, hundreds of millions of tokens, the little bit that the little crumbs that they're going to give us is not going to amount to any kind of serious wealth, short term or even long term. I'm looking at it from a token dollar value perspective, and as I mentioned, if you were to if you've got 7 to 10 million of the old Luna, and you're being issued say 110, or just to go off even numbers, 100 of the new ones, of the new Terra 2.0 or Luna 2.0, even if it gets to $100, you're only going to make 10 grand off it. Considering that you've, to get the 7 to 10 million suspension would have probably cost you about $4,000. So on the scheme of, the tokens going up in value, it's not going to make wealth or rich people out of thin air. Like I said, my biggest concern is that not only is Terra 2.0 not going to perform, because if it doesn't get the high prices that we need, at the same time they haven't really found a solution for Luna Classic to survive. I continuously, all the conversations I had with Luna holders, I've said to them that we need a burn mechanism, not a hard fork, which everyone's now seeing, because they're getting the first 30% issued to them, which is not worth nowhere near what the old, or what their current Luna holdings would be worth if they're receiving it on the back of a airdrop. We'll have to watch this space, but it's going to just have to turn into a meme long-term hold for the Luna Classic for me. And for Luna Terra is just, I don't know if I'm going to be buying any on market. I'm happy just to see where it goes for now, but I was against the whole project to start with, and now people are seeing the ramifications of that the airdropped amount is abysmal, if that, not even valued equivalent to what their Luna holding would be, in terms of Luna or the Terra airdrop for the ratio of the Luna that they held. We'll have to watch this space. I will do some serious research, and in my next video hopefully we'll get some data and some charts and some real valuations that we can look at in terms of market caps and what we can hit We'll just have to wait to see what happens with the whole Luna community, because it's all up in the air right now, whether developers and people doing projects on the network are moving across. If they're not, if they're just bailing to go to more of a stable token to start their projects. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, leave some comments below if you want me to talk about anything, if you've got any opinions in relation to what I've spoken about, and we'll see you next time.